Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Today we are seeing what financial blessing is coming into your life next. This could be a new career. This could be some sort of windfall as far as money coming into your life from an unexpected place. We are going to ask Spirit to reveal what it can to us today so we can know what is ahead for you. All right. So firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. You make every video special, and I truly appreciate all of you. This is a pick a card. So we are going to look at 3 different piles, whether the images talk to you, whether the stones or gemstones talk to you, or whether the destiny number talks to you or your life path number talks to you. That's up to you. And choose whichever one resonates and go from there. You can choose a pile and then look down in the description, and there's a timestamp down there where you can jump ahead to the pile that you choose, or you can watch all 3. It's all good. So thank you for being here. Let's get to the piles and see which financial blessing is coming to you next. In pile 1, we have black onyx. In pile 2, we have orange carnelian. In pile 3, we have purple amethyst. See which one resonates, and I'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are looking into your next financial blessing. Is it going to be a career change? Is it going to be some kind of financial blessing coming your way? What is it going to be? We're going to find out together, and we're going to ask Spirit what Spirit can actually tell us about this situation. So we have several different cards here in front of us. I'm going to draw different images and place them onto the cards. And sometimes Spirit gives me different sayings to type out as well. So as we go along, we'll interpret this all together. And these questions come from you. If you have a question that you want us to ask Spirit, type it down in the comments below and we will ask it. Sometimes I have to make it more general to help others understand it from their situation, but this is a great way to have constant interaction between you, myself, and Spirit. And that's the way this channel is going, and I'm loving it so far. So thank you to all of those who have contributed so far. Okay, let's see what your financial blessing is now. So the first card is all about what's happening now. What is actually happening in your world that you would want a financial blessing coming in your way? Well, it was a very interesting image that Spirit gave me. It was of a little shrimp. And this shrimp is actually looking out for itself, but has a lot of predators around that would like to gobble it up. Always on the defensive and never really having quite enough to be satisfied or to be okay where they are. So with this shrimp, it really symbolizes where you are in this reading, where you are in your life at this point. If this resonates with you, then let's continue on. This is how Spirit sees you in this situation. Something you are aware of. I see 2 hands in a praying motion. I see a person that's meditating, trying to connect to Spirit, and below is a coin. Now, a coin on this channel represents abundance. So in this case, we are specifically talking about financial abundance. And with financial abundance, this typically means money or a job offer or some kind of way to get more money into your life. And I see that you've been asking Spirit maybe multiple times that you are really looking for a financial change. You're looking for something to change so you can get more money into your life. And many of you have asked this in the comments, in the community post. So this seems to resonate quite well with all of your questions. Something that you are not aware of. There is actually a person looking to hire you that does not know you exist yet, but is eager for your skills. This person has put out multiple signs, multiple ads. Nobody's taking this job for whatever reason. And this person would really like you to be a part of their workforce. It pays well, but the image that I get is this person is praying to Spirit or contacting Spirit, asking for a person to fill this role. And there are a lot of people around this person, but none of them are taking this coin from them. And that's very interesting to me. So what is it about this job offer that other people aren't interested in it? Let's find out. So this job offer, I see a very stable building with columns, or there's also an image of bricks. So establishing very traditional ways of being, bricklaying or columns with a giant building. I'm seeing a traditional place. It used to be full of employees, and now it needs you. It's not remote work, so you can't sit down in your home and just work on the computer. You have to be there. Now, this is something that has changed over the years, and this is something that you would be a great fit for, and not many people are willing to do that anymore. So the fact that you would go there and show up every day and be there for them, they would greatly appreciate that. Plus, you already have a skill set that they need. So this is something that is actually going to be a huge financial blessing coming to you, and they're going to appreciate you for it. And it's looking in the traditional places that maybe used to be very busy but aren't anymore. Let's see if we can get some examples. So the next image, I see a flag, which represents a country, okay, that you live in. I see a dollar bill, which would be the money that you are exchanging. I also see a light bulb and a screwdriver, so tools that you would be using. I'm getting from Spirit that there's government jobs, there's bank jobs, there's trades like electrician, plumbing, working with your hands, okay, something you can't do over the computer, fixing things. Religious institutions need workers if you're so inclined, working with people to better their situation in all of these different realms. This is desperately needed at this point, and you would fit one of these roles that you are looking to get into, or maybe you haven't even thought of it, but it is there and it's something that you could do very well. Something that you might be worried about is the time drain, but all of these have established times. These have established starting points and ending points, so that the fact that you go to this place to work and you are appreciated there, yet you still have time at home for a hobby or a side hustle if you want to, and get money there as well. So you really have the best of both worlds here. You could do a YouTube channel, you could do anything you want to create on the side, still have time for it, but build a foundation for yourself. I know so many times we get into a job and it just drains us of all of our energy, and we seem like we're devoting every minute to it. But these different jobs that are being offered seem to have a great work-life balance established into them. It's something that Spirit is putting your way. Maybe you're trying to manifest that, a good work-life balance in your life, and still having that financial gain coming in. So I see all of this. The next image I see is two people shaking hands and a soul contract in between them. This soul contract is very important for you. This is for souls that have a contract to work with others. Sometimes we work with others remotely. Sometimes we have to be face to face. It seems like a point in your life where this could be a time where you work with people face to face to better their lives through these different ways. And this is fulfilling your soul contract. This is fulfilling a part of why you're here, but also bringing in more of that money. And I can tell that the person that is offering this job will be greatly appreciative of your efforts and you. Spirit is saying that it will establish a foundation for yourself to help others in your free time, and you won't be drifting anymore. You won't feel like you're out at sea wandering. You're like this shrimp. You're going to be actually on a foundation and being stable again financially. This last image is quite powerful because you have built your foundation. You have found your rock to stand on among this turmoil of the ocean. And you've established your rock for you so you can help others find their rock. So others around you, you may notice, may be hurting financially as well. And maybe once you get established, you can actually help them as well. You can be that lifeline saying, hey, you know what? There's a job over here opening. Hey, there's a job over there opening. You can be that lifeline to them as they are trying to find their feet. So, this financial blessing coming towards you is through traditional means. So that means they used to be very, very popular jobs, but they are not popular anymore. They're non-traditional ways of actually earning money, meaning outside of the computer, outside of desk work. This is something where you're actually working with your hands and being in front of people. There is a lot of opportunity for that. So, if you're looking for a career change, this is a definite good path that's blessed by Spirit for you. All right, Pile 1, I hope this resonates with you. If you're looking for a career change, this is a good one. And I hope this brings you clarity. And I just want to say thank you for being here. And I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today as well. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are seeing what financial blessing is coming towards you next, and we are asking Spirit any details that we can get. Is this going to be a career change? Is this going to be some kind of shift in your money and finances? Because we are looking at money and finances today. How are we going to get money flowing into your life? This was a great question that many of you had as I asked for different questions that you wanted to ask Spirit. And if you have any other questions that you want to ask Spirit, drop it down in the comments below, and I may change it to a more general question, but still try and answer that question for you. So it's a great way that we are interacting with one another, but also we're all interacting with Spirit together. So I love this direction of the channel. Okay, so we have several different cards here in front of us. I'm going to draw images that I received from Spirit, place them on the cards, and then sometimes Spirit gives me a little word or phrase that I can type down below the cards too to help explain what's going on. So let's get started. This first image, I see you opening up something like a computer or some kind of artwork or something you want to show someone. And it's something that you've created, yet you shut it very quickly. Either the people around you have not been very receptive to it, meaning they don't like it very much, or you aren't confident in your own work and you aren't sure if you feel that it's good enough to show other people. Now, so many creatives have gone through this. You put so much time and effort in something and you're ready to show someone and you think, is it good enough? I don't know. And if you show the wrong people, then you are getting negative feedback from people that wouldn't be interested in your work in the first place. So we have to find you a different outlet, people that like your work or something that is going to really resonate with you as you show your work off. Something you're aware of. I see a massively strong person in front of a soccer goal or football goal, wherever you're from, and they are guarding this wish. They are making sure that you cannot reach this wish. There's a little star in that goal that you are trying to get to, and they're making sure that it just does not connect with you. Now, you may have felt that your goals were blocked creatively. You have a creative goal that you want to happen, and they have been blocked. And your creative expression has turned to frustration. We have all been there in the creative industry. I personally understand what you're thinking or what you're experiencing right now. I've been there as well. It seems to be a part of that experience, which can be very frustrating as well. Let's see if there is something that you are unaware of that is going to enlighten us about what the next steps could be. So this next card, this bottom card here, is all about what you are unaware of. And I am seeing question marks all over the place. But there's 2 coins here, meaning your financial abundance, okay? So you're questioning if you're making enough money off of this creative endeavor. But there's also a paintbrush there saying, okay, am I creating the right things? Am I just expressing myself? Why am I expressing myself? There's so many questions going into this creative endeavor. So Spirit is saying, why are you doing this hobby or creative outlet? Is it for finances or is it expression? If it's for making money, there may be different ways that you can make money. If it's for expression, why do you need to make money off of it? These are great questions from Spirit. If it's truly just expression, if it's truly just a spiritual experience, then you should just do what you want to do. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about what anyone else is saying. This is a true expression of you. Now, if you're trying to make money off of it, there may be some different ways to think about things as we go along that will enlighten us on how you can make money off of this creative endeavor. Let's find out. Let's see if we can do both. So here we are back at this goalie, right? That is in front of this soccer goal or football goal, and they are still guarding this wish that you really want to happen. And it's just not happening. And for most of us creatives, that's getting famous and making lots of money off of the artwork that we produce, and everybody loves it, and it's going really well. We have so much money coming in because we just can't create anything that no one likes, right? That's a pretty big dream, and there are different ways that we can go about this creative outlet by making money and expressing yourself. So as you can see, there are two other stars above the goalie there. There's one with a coin in it and one with a brush in it. The brush is about expressing yourself. The coin is about making money off of these efforts, off of these creative efforts. So let's see what else is happening here. Spirit says you can accomplish both in different ways. So that's good news. You at least don't have to give up your expression of creativity for money, or you don't have to give up money for your expression of creativity. So that's good. Let's find out. This next image, I get an image of a bonsai tree. Those are those miniature trees that are very hard to grow, and they take a long time to do so. But they are planted in a very special planter. It's this pot that is especially designed for this bonsai tree, and it helps them grow correctly, and they cost a lot of money to actually buy, or maybe not create, but at least to buy. And Spirit is saying, you know your creative outlet inside and out. You know what tools you need. You know what's popular. You know different aspects of this creative industry. And there are things that you may be able to create to help others in the same hobby. Spirit says, don't sell the bonsai, sell the pot. Now that's interesting. So sell the tools that others may need to create their expression. Maybe you haven't thought of that yet. A lot of times creatives know exactly what other creatives need because they've needed it themselves. So you can create those tools and sell them, thus making your money. Now let's see what it would take to get you to make that money and express yourself correctly. So as you are marketing these different tools in this creative hobby, like that bonsai pot, right? That planter, you are going to be able to meet others that really are passionate about this hobby. You are going to establish yourself as an expert. People will really want to see what you are working on as well, and you will be able to show them. You will be able to express yourself to the right crowd. You become an expert on how to, as in how to do your creative outlet, and you express yourself to the right audience. That's genius. That is amazing, Spirit. Thank you for that insight. That's really cool. So as you are gaining new clients or customers, and you are selling them the tools that they need for this hobby that you've created or that you have access to, something that's really niche, right? Really select, and only you or a certain amount of people can provide it. You're going to start creating this network of creativity and gain your financial freedom that way. So you are going to learn different creative ideas from others. Thus, I see 3 of your clients above, and they are giving you money, but also they're giving you creative ideas as you go along, and you can use that to express yourself as well. So it's this ebb and flow of this creativity, and more finances are coming in and you are gaining that financial freedom that you've sought after for so long. So now that you are presenting to the right people, you have a way of actually gaining this financial freedom. You're going to notice a boost of confidence in yourself. You've established the reason why you are actually expressing yourself, and you can help others express themselves clearly too. It's a win-win situation for everyone. I feel like you're fulfilling a little bit of your soul contract as you help others do this as well. And what I've found in a creative network is the more you share, the more people respect you, the more they want to know what you're doing. It's never a closely held secret. It's more of an openness, and they respect you for it. So pile 2, this was great advice from Spirit. I truly hope this resonates with you if you're in this situation. And I want to thank you for being here with me today. And Spirit, I want to thank you for being here with us today. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are seeing what is your next financial blessing. Could it be a different job? Could it be money coming in? We're going to find out from Spirit anything that Spirit can tell us today. And this comes from one of your questions that you put into the community tab or down below on any of my videos. If you have a question that you want to ask Spirit, drop it down in the comments here, and I will see if we can ask Spirit this question. Sometimes I need to generalize it a bit so it reaches everyone, but it's something that can really benefit all of us if we ask Spirit together. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. As you can see, we have several different cards here. I'm going to draw images that I received from Spirit and then place them on the cards. And then sometimes Spirit gives me little words or phrases that I will type next to the cards as well. And this will help us interpret Spirit's message. So let's get started. The first image that I see is all about where you are right now and how Spirit sees where you are right now. So I see you trying to cross this big chasm, this big, large canyon. And there's you on one side, and there's a big coin on the other side, and you are trying to get to it. This big coin represents finances. And on this channel, it usually represents abundance, okay? But in this specific reading, it's going to be all about the money, right? How can you get more money into your world? So I see you trying to lay down bricks in front of you, one at a time, and then moving forward a little bit, laying down another brick one at a time, and you're trying to cross this giant chasm to get more money into your life. And it's not easy. It hasn't been easy. And Spirit is saying you may not have been able to plan too far ahead because life keeps draining your finances. You can't keep up or are barely making ends meet. And Pile 3, if this is the case, I am sorry to hear this. This is something that can be extremely frustrating. I have been there before, and I know what you're going through. And this seems like sometimes that the world is against you because you make one step forward and then it takes you back 5. So know that my heart goes out to you and I'm sending you good vibes right now. Let's see what Spirit has as far as an explanation or what's going on and what can actually get you out of this situation. So this next image I see is something that you are aware of. I see you looking at your path ahead. It's all on fire. Everything is fire on your right side and your left, and you have to walk through this very narrow gap to get to where you need to go. Spirit says the tracks ahead always seem perilous or dangerous. They never seem like it's easy, because it's not. You have been able to survive, but not thrive yet, and this can be extremely frustrating, because you may think, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do wrong? Spirit is saying you haven't done anything wrong. There's nothing that you have done wrong to get into this situation, and in fact, Spirit has a little bit of a revelation here for you. This next image that I see is one of a contract, and in fact, a soul contract. This part leading up to this part in your life has been part of your soul contract. However, this is now complete for some. I see this soul contract burning up. It's on fire, as meaning it is done. You are able to move on from this survival stage and have yourself move into the thriving stage. Now, what's going to happen here? Well, there seems to be something that is going to present itself. I see you where you were normally looking down at the bricks, just laying down one at a time, like you normally would, like you had to, right? You were doing everything you possibly could just to lay down that next step. All of a sudden, you look up, and way on top of this mountain is this coin. And you think, wow, that's a lot of steps, but I bet I could get up there. I bet I could do what it takes to get that coin up there, that financial freedom. Spirit says that there's going to be an opportunity that most would find too difficult, but not you. You are going to be able to do what is required to get this done and to gain that financial freedom. The next image that I see is a little bit more detail of how this is going to come about. So I see a contest, a job offer, or a tournament, and there's a couple ways to win or earn this. I see a trophy and a contract there. Spirit says this is something that could really turn your financial world around into the positive, into the thriving part of your life. So let's see a little bit more detail about each one of these, the contest and the job offer. So Spirit's saying that this contest or tournament could be a lottery where you put in your name and you actually get some kind of financial benefit out of it. Or it could be skill-based, where you are competing against others, where you get some kind of maybe cash prize at the end or some kind of benefit at the end that's going to help you along financially. So look out for signs for both of these, because with this general reading, it really is split on this. So look to see what really resonates with you on this one. If you are looking for a new job or a career change or something like that, and you feel like you've been just trying to survive with this job that you have right now, there is a job offer that will have responsibilities that most would think too much or too difficult. However, you will be able to do them much easier than most, and it will seem easy compared to what you have gone through in the past. These trials that you've gone through have really made you strong. They've made you tough, and they've made you be able to look at a situation and say, I can get through that. I've gotten through so much more than that. Looking at this job, you will say, oh yeah, I can do that, no problem. That's great. And you're going to be greatly compensated financially for it too. It's the best of both worlds. So you're going to get an easier feeling job than you have right now, and maybe even less work than you have right now. And it's going to be more money for you as well. So that's wonderful. You will finally be able to plan ahead. I see you with a telescope looking out into the future. There's a path ahead to the light, to the positive energy, and you can actually create your future now. You can see ahead. You can see a brighter future for yourself and for those around you. This is a lot, pile 3. This is a lot of what seems like 2 different paths that you can go down. So if you are okay with the job that you have, then look for some kind of tournament or contest that you can enter. It's going to help you financially. If you are not okay with your job and looking for a different job and feel like you are just kind of scrounging and always trying to get those bills paid, look for a job that not many others want to take, but is easy for you to do and will make more money. Because that job is out there for you and Spirit is manifesting it for you. So, pile 3, thank you so much for being here today. I truly hope this resonates and gives you clarity. And I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today as well. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time.